Okay, so as the Heisman ceremony wrapped up, Travis Hunter has won the 2024 Heisman over Ashton Jeanty, Cam Ward, and Dylan Gabriel. In my opinion, Ashton Jeanty should have won the Heisman. Anyways, in today's video, I am going to be covering the careers of the last 13 Heisman winners from 2010 to 2023. Because, well, we don't know how 2024 will be summed up for Travis Hunter. So, yeah, let's get on to the first guy.
Offensive coordinator, creative, Burns into the end zone. Touchdown, Newton! Is there anything else he can do?
You have to love it. 6'6", 200.
As you could see, the 2010 Heisman winner was Cam Newton. He had 2,854 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. On the ground, he had over 1,400 yards on the ground with 20 touchdowns. Later being selected by the Carolina Panthers first overall in 2011. In his NFL career, he had a MVP, a Super Bowl appearance, and relatively a solid career, not just on the passing, but on the ground. But had some dark moments, like him not recovering the ball against the Denver Broncos in 2015. But overall, Cam Newton has had a very solid career. Will he be a Hall of Famer? Probably not, but Cam Newton was one of my favorite players to watch on the Carolina Panthers during the 2010s. Anyways, let's go on to the 2011 Heisman Trophy winner.
You think you've done what it takes to win it?
I could be wrong, but I think Baylor won its first time.
The infamous RG3. In his senior year, he threw for 4,293 yards, 37 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, also tagging along 699 yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground, ultimately winning the 2011 Heisman. He was, in 2012, selected second overall in the 2012 NFL Draft, so he had a good start to his career. His career derailed pretty quickly and stayed for 8 years before last playing for the Baltimore Ravens in 2020.
Good evening. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to announce the 2012 Heisman Trophy winner, especially after such an unforgettable season in college football. A season where a quarterback's perseverance made his name recognizable well beyond the prairies of Kansas. Where a freshman reminded us never to put off until tomorrow what can be accomplished today. And where a linebacker showed us that one achieves success by courage and hard work, not merely by the luck of the Irish. To these Heisman finalists, on behalf of the former winners beside me, we congratulate you for demonstrating the ideals of dedication, discipline, and excellence the Heisman Trophy represents. And to the winner, relish the knowledge that you will become a member of the most elite athletic fraternity in the world, that your name will forever be associated with the legacy of being a Heisman Trophy winner. And now, the 2012 winner of the Heisman Memorial Trophy is Johnny Manziel.
Now, ironically, Johnny Manziel was not excellent in the NFL, nor he was disciplined in the NFL, or he was really dedicated to the NFL. LOL. But besides that, Johnny Manziel was the first freshman to ever win the Heisman Trophy, passing for 3,760 yards, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, having over 1,400 yards on the ground with 21 touchdowns to win the Heisman as a freshman. Now, he would go on to play his sophomore year at A&M before declaring for the 2014 NFL Draft. Now, he was picked 22nd overall by the Cleveland Browns. Poor guy. He would have multiple incidents, including a Vegas party that he was supposed to play a game that week. And, soon after, he got cut. In 2 years with the Browns, he passed for a little over 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions before getting cut by the Cleveland Browns and never taking another snap in the National Football League ever again. He was an absolute bust of a football player, but oh, so legendary of a college football player.
How did you play with such poise and confidence as such a young guy?
Well, first of all, I just got to thank my Lord and Savior. But my team is so good. I'm so confident in my guys. And that man you just was talking to, I love him. I love him with all my heart. He called a great game. We played a great game. We were not scared. We came in confidence. And my offensive line blocked their tail off. My wide receivers caught everything I threw. My running backs ran the ball. They played a great game.
You played with so much poise and leadership. Before the game, you said you don't even know what the word nervous means when you're on the field. Where does that confidence come from?
You always got confidence when you got a great team like that. When you have, like, those guys are better. They've been there, done that. We knew that this was going to be a tough environment, but I told them, I said, guys, we're not worried about no noise because we're going to bring the noise.
Well, guess what, Jameis? A conversation has started tonight. It started upstairs with Brent and Herbie. It's across the country that you are in the thick of the Heisman conversation. How do you respond to something like that just 6 games in?
I got to thank my team. I got to thank my son. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for Kenny Shaw, Rashad Green, Brian Stewart, Cam Irvin, my whole team, Kevin Benjamin, if it wasn't for all those guys, Devontae Freeman, I could just keep naming. If it weren't for them, if it weren't for Coach Fisher giving me the opportunity, if it weren't for the man upstairs blessing me and blessing me with that team, it would not be there.
Jameis, look at this. You've turned Death Valley into Tallahassee overnight. Well done.
Hey, thank you. I'm trying to tell you, Florida State bringing that swag back.
Told you.
Ah, yes, famous Jameis, the guy that eats W's when he was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer or interviewing a fish in the middle of Cleveland, I believe, while he's a Cleveland Brown. Yes, I'm not joking. Search up his time where he interviewed a fish, which is very strange. Anyways, as a freshman, Jameis Winston passed for over 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He also had 4 touchdowns on the ground, and, well, after his freshman year, played 1 more year in college as a sophomore before entering the 2015 NFL draft class, being selected 1st overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, what happened? Well, he played a couple years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, including his infamous 30 touchdowns, 30 interception season. He also passed for 5,000 yards. After his stint with the Buccaneers, he played for the Saints for a couple years. Mostly when he had a chance to start, he was injured. Where does he play now? Well, as I mentioned with the Fish, his current team is the Cleveland Browns. After Deshaun Watson went down, thank God, he was thrusted into the starting role, passing for a little over 1,900 yards as the time of this recording. Anyways, on to the next Heisman winner, being in 2014.
The winner of the 2014 Heisman Memorial Trophy is Marcus Mariota of the University of Oregon.
Oregon's Golden Boy, or Golden Duck. Marcus Mariota won the 2014 Heisman over the likes of Wisconsin's Melvin Gordon and Alabama's Amari Cooper. Now, he passed for 4,454 yards, 42 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He also ran for 770 yards on the ground with 15 rushing touchdowns. After his Heisman season, he undergo for the NFL draft, getting selected second overall by the Tennessee Titans. He spent multiple years with the Tennessee Titans before getting replaced by Ryan Tannehill. After that, he was with the Raiders for 2 years, Falcons for 1 year, Eagles for 1 year, and as of currently, he is with the Washington Commanders as a backup.
Guards on the left and right, he keeps it together.
Henry cuts it back, tries to bounce it, gets past Calhoun, headed for the end zone. Another touchdown for the Tide. The second for the Heisman winner tonight.
Here's that stiff arm. Look at him push away Calhoun. That is a big man at 255, 260 pounds. He just throws him to the side right there with that stiff arm that's becoming legendary. And then the speed.
395 carries, 2,219 yards, 28 touchdowns was Derrick Henry's stat line in 2015 to win the Heisman. So what is Derrick? Okay, you know what Derrick Henry is doing. After his 2015 year, he undergo for the NFL draft, getting selected second round, 45th overall by the Tennessee Titans. And well, you know what happens. In 2020, a couple years after he was drafted in the second round, he had his illustrious 2,000-yard campaign for the Tennessee Titans. Now, as of now, he's playing his first year in Baltimore, having well over 1,000 yards and over 10-plus touchdowns for the Ravens. And overall, his career has been really, really good, surpassing over 10,000 rushing yards in his career just this season. Derrick Henry, you're an absolute legend in the NFL. Anyways, on to the 2016 Heisman Trophy winner.
Jackson keeps it again, trying to stretch to the edge. What a hurdle by Jackson! Highlight reel touchdown! Lamar Jackson does it again.
Lamar Jackson. He won the Heisman as a Louisville quarterback. He passed for over 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He also ran for over 1,500 yards on the ground and with 21 touchdowns on the ground. He played his junior season before going to the NFL draft, being selected 32nd overall by the Baltimore Ravens. Now, he's led Baltimore to some success, but hasn't won too many playoff games. Hey, Baltimore. And also, Lamar Jackson is sadly owned by my Pittsburgh Steelers. But overall, Lamar Jackson has had a solid career as a quarterback, and also has won 2 NFL MVPs in his career so far. So good luck, Lamar Jackson. And let's go to the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner. Baker Mayfield, 4,627 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He also had 311 rushing yards with 5 touchdowns on the ground as he would declare for the NFL draft. And he got selected first overall by the Cleveland Browns. Poor guy. He had a couple of great years with the Cleveland Browns. I'm saying great, but it's really just decent. 2020, he led the Browns to the playoffs and got the Browns' first playoff win in centuries, as we still rightfully own you, Cleveland. And after his Cleveland stint, which he got screwed over for Deshaun Watson, he went to Carolina, he got released by Carolina, went to the Rams, had his revival, then his current team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which he's doing really solid for the Buccaneers, as he signed a 3-year, $100 million contract with the Buccaneers to stay with them. So, good for you, Baker. You definitely achieved first overall success, just not with Cleveland, as Cleveland is definitely in the dust with Watson. Anyways, on to the 2018 Heisman winner.
2018 Heisman Trophy is awarded to Kyler Murray of Oklahoma University.
The malicious gamer boy, that is Kyler Murray here, aka the short one, definitely the shortest quarterback on the list. He passed for over 4,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He ran for 1,000 yards on the ground with 12 touchdowns to go. And he got selected first overall in 2019, ruining any chances of Josh Rosen having a NFL career. And he's been a solid starter. He's also had some injuries. Not to mention, I think, he had an ACL tear that costed his season along with the Cardinals season. So, could Kyler Murray salvage that? I think he can. He's a decent quarterback. He can run. He's short. He could throw the ball a mile. And, let's go to the 2019 Heisman winner.
To announce the 2019 winner and 85th recipient of the Heisman Memorial Trophy is Joe Burrow, Louisiana State University. Congratulations, LSU.
Congrats, brother. Good, bro. Love you, bro.
So proud of you.
Proud of you, brother.
5,671 yards, 60 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, had 368 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground. Joe Burrow led LSU to a national championship that year. And of course, won the Heisman. Got selected first overall in the 2020 NFL draft. His middle of the year, in his first year, got injured. Didn't play for the rest of the year. Second year, led the Bengals to a Super Bowl where they lost. And as of now, he's on a losing Bengals squad, and he's literally one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Over 3,700 passing yards, over 30 touchdowns, and he's on, a 5-8 Bengals squad? It's kind of sad to see Joe Burrow doing this well while the Bengals are not doing so well. But that's besides the point. Joe Burrow, he's had a great NFL career so far after his Heisman win. So, on to the 2020 Heisman winner.
Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins! The Crimson Tide will not be denied. True freshman to true freshman. Tagovailoa to Devontae Smith.
Devonta Smith, 117 catches for 1,856 yards and 23 touchdowns as he won the 2020 Heisman. In the 2021 draft, he was selected 10th overall by the Philadelphia Eagles. In 4 seasons, he's had 916 yards in his rookie year, over 1,000 yards in 2022 and 2023, and this year he's not doing as well, but he has over 500 receiving yards. So overall, pretty solid 4 years for Devonta Smith. On to the next Heisman.
About sports, you must love college football. To our finalists, thank you for demonstrating the ideals of dedication, discipline, and excellence that the Heisman Trophy represents. I know all of you are very proud to be here tonight to represent your school and your teammates. To the aspiring young athletes watching tonight, I'm sure that the finalists and the winners will tell you this: keep pursuing your dreams, reach for greatness every day, and be the best teammate. Keep working hard in the classroom and on the field, and always stay positive. You never know what you're capable of achieving. To this year's winner, you're about to become a member of the most elite athletic fraternity in the world, and your name will forever be associated with the legacy of being a Heisman Trophy winner. Mike, it's time for history to be made. The winner of the 2021 Heisman Memorial Trophy is
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young would have the season that's pretty well good, for a Heisman. 4,872 yards, 47 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He would also play the 2022 season, having less respectable numbers, but enough respectable numbers to be selected first overall in the 2023 draft class by the Carolina Panthers, first overall. So far, he's had his goods and his struggles. As of now, he's had 1,500 yards this year for 7 touchdowns and 7 interceptions as a Carolina Panther.
Jumping up and laying in the arms of family there.
Yeah. Tough night. Battled.
Sure did. He knows the reality of what a third loss means.
That's tough.
But as brilliant as his 2 years will be in LA, it's not going to result in a Pac-12 championship.
Yeah. Played well, led his team, did all he could. Just came up a bit short. This is part of the...
Caleb Williams will have over 4,500 yards, 42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He would also have 10 touchdowns on the ground to go with 300 yards. He will play his junior year before declaring for the NFL draft. He would get selected first overall by the Chicago Bears, and in his first season, not too bad on a pretty bad Bears team. They also fired their head coach, so that seems like a problem for Caleb Williams. Anyways, good luck to you, Caleb Williams.
Daniels against a 4-man rush. Throws downfield. Looking for Thomas again. He's got it. An LSU strike.
Jaden Daniels, over 3,800 yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He had also 1,100 yards on the ground with 10 touchdowns on the ground. He would get selected second overall in 2024 by the Washington Commanders. He's rookie season. He's not doing too bad. He has over 2,800 yards, 15 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions with over 500 yards on the ground and 6 touchdowns on the ground at the time of this recording. Now, here is, in my opinion, the best NFL player from the Heisman through the 13 Heismans.
Already been one safety in this half. Drive starts at the 1 and looking for a little breathing room, and they get that in. 20 more. Derrick Henry